bypassing the VATS or security system that comes on the car, because I think something with the ignition keeps cutting the car off when it's driving. So I measured the resistance in the key fob, or the key in this little resistor here, and it was like 4.7 ohms. So then I put a 4.7 ohm resistor in here in the plug that goes to the key, and then I'll solder this in, but then that way there's no chance of this failing because of it not reading the resistor for some reason. And then I could go and get any key made, so it doesn't have to be a special key. This is where we're at. Working on dropping the whole rear subframe, getting everything undone underneath here. Got that exhaust, everything off. So the rear main seal that I put on was bad, so I just ordered it was a cheap one, so it's my fault for doing that. So I'm just going to put an AC Delco one in with the seal already installed in the housing. But then also I got the BC coilovers I'm going to be installing, getting rid of these really blown out Magnaride shocks, and then I'll either use the scanner, and I've also already put like these little resistors on here to help bypass it, but we'll get rid of the active suspension. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're going to do the rear main seal, and then hopefully that should be good for drivetrain setup, and then also we'll get the suspension knocked out at the same time. Well guys, taking the bell housing off of a Corvette while the engine is still in the car is very horrible. I wouldn't advise doing that, but it's what we had to do to fix this, because these top bolts won't come out unless the bell housing is out. It's just crazy. So doing a clutch and rear main seal and flywheel and everything, throw bearing on a Corvette with the transmission and everything still in is tight. But you can do it. You can do it without taking the slave cylinder out, because I already replaced that when I had the engine out. And then putting the clutch in, I've got my centering tool in there. You can do it. You can take the clutch and flywheel off and everything with this off, but you have to take the bell housing off in order to do the rear main seal, because you won't be able to get to the top cover bolts. Which it's all really tight, but you can do everything without even taking the torque tube and transmission all the way out. I just moved it back. Still had it plugged in so that I could start the car and make sure that the rear main wasn't leaking after I did it. But yeah, this is where we're at right now. Time to get rid of the mono leaf and really old broken active suspension. So got these BC coilovers, and these are going to be awesome. So I'm excited to get these put on, and then I can dial that in. And then I have the wide body fenders over at the body shop, and then I have the wheels and tires on order, doing a 18 or a 19 by 11 in the back with a 305, and a 19 by 10 in the front with a 285. So got a plus 15 offset in the back, and then a plus 20, I believe, or plus 25 up front. That seemed to be about where it wanted to fit up, so should be pretty cool when it's all done. I made some seat riser brackets to raise the seat up about 2.5 inches or so, and then been working on the doors, getting those to shut a lot better. Got the moldings put on, got the coilovers installed, and then now I'm kind of mocking up the front splitter. So that's the same one I had on the other car, except I remade the other one out of Alumalite. This one I'm just going to keep the hard maple plywood. I'll red paint it and then wrap it. Then I got some mounts for that. But yeah, it's coming together pretty good. I got the exhaust kind of put together over here. So it's nothing fancy, just two straight pipes coming out the back. And then got the big wing that'll be here pretty soon. Put that on. The wide body is at the body shop getting painted. The wheels and tires are coming. Got the 19 by 11 in the rear and a 19 by 10 coming for the front. You have a 305 rear tire and a 285 front tire. It's going to be the Monster Service kit. And then I'm going to put the mesh grill in and then get rid of the Corvette radiator airflow thing. There's not enough flow going through it. It gets too hot when it's driving, just with the design of this bumper and the way that intake works. So we'll kind of bypass that. Yeah, it's coming together pretty good. Gonna work on making the Corvette door plug talk to the Focus door so that I can actually roll the window up and down without using my cordless drill battery. And then I'll start putting the interior plastic in. I've got some metal to do a bracket that'll connect right here, kind of fill the void there. And then yeah, I'll really start getting the interior back together and making it a lot nicer, more drivable. The AC works, which is awesome. It's been like 100 degrees here, so having AC has been great. But yeah, it's really coming along here.